This was a sacrifice. Personal opinion, they sacrificed him on the Halloween day. When
This matter don dey long o. Another big revelation don still come out again concerning this case of Ifeanyi Adeleke wey don kpai now. So this man wey dem dey call Joseph Okechukwu don come out to talk im own point of view concerning the whole scenario of wetin really happen to Ifeanyi. Im believe say Ifeanyi was a sacrifice, say Davido use Ifeanyi as sacrifice to renew im fame. And e no be the first person wey don come out to talk this thing. Another woman still come out to talk the same exact thing, say Davido know wetin sup with im pikin, say Davido come back with chioma so that e go fit perform this sacrifice wey e wan do. Say Davido know wetin happen to Ifeanyi, and a lot of people come still dey get this opinion say this matter no be ordinary. Say Ifeanyi no just fit go like that, nobody just see am when e dey enter pool. Say there is something spiritual about it, and say e use im pikin for renewal of fame. But this thing still dey me surprise. But I want make una drop una opinion for comment after una watch this video finish, make una hear the breakdown of how this man take break down everything. Make una still drop una opinion for the comment section. May I leave una make una watch the video.
That's not the case here. But what I'm going to do is help you understand what I believe may have happened to Ifeanyi. And then I can compare it to the ones that has happened or that have happened to so many other stars in Hollywood and other places, and see whether they bear some semblance. If you ask me, Ifeanyi was a sacrifice. Pure sacrifice. Because if you look at the story surrounding the death of Ifeanyi, it bears all the hallmarks, it bears all the trappings of a typical ritual sacrifice situation. From everything I've researched in my life about ritual sacrifices for fame in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry. How can you have all those people in Davido's house and this my precious boy just snuck out, and none of them, not the nanny, not all the other people, caregivers, and every other person in the house, nobody saw him in that big house, and he just took off and went straight to the pool? Nobody, no neighbor, no bystander, nobody around anywhere saw this boy. And the guy had already died underneath the water in the pool, and it took another 20 plus minutes to locate. Are you kidding me? What kind of story is this? This was a sacrifice. Personal opinion, they sacrificed him on the Halloween day. When they sacrificed Whitney Houston, it was during the Grammy. They always find all those little things, little moments and times and seasons, because we don't know about numerology. So they know about numbers. They put numbers together and they know when to sacrifice who. When Diana died, they also had to deal with numbers. You don't know all these things, but that's what makes me believe strongly that Ifeanyi Chukwu was sacrificed. I have not really dug deep into all the things I need to dig into. And that's why I'm just giving you personal opinion, what I believe. And in the future, if I have the time to dig into it, I will be sure to let you know what I found out. If Davido knew about it or if he didn't know about it. Because there are two scenarios that you must consider when these things happen. The first one is that the artist is aware it will happen. So they put up a show, prior to when the thing happens. And when it happens, of course, there's going to be reaction and all of that. Okay, they dramatize all kinds of stuff. That's the first scenario. The second scenario, as in the case of Kanye West, is you don't know it's coming. They don't prepare you to let you know that it's coming. For people who do not know, the devil literally sits atop the entertainment industry. And that's why over 90% of all the big names you know today have had to sell their souls to the devil. Katy Perry said, I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music, but it did not work out, so I sold my soul to the devil. Kanye West said, I sold my soul to the devil. A lot of them. Eminem has done songs where he talked about selling his soul to the devil. And he did another one where he said, be careful what you wish for. And so many, Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj and all these people sold their souls to the devil. And when you sell your soul to the devil, you are equipped with a demon, because now the devil owns your soul. So the Holy Spirit or your human spirit does not have the right anymore to stay in your soul. So the person that you sold your soul to then replaces whatever spirit is in your soul with his own spirit. So that's why a demon is released into you immediately. And that demon is now what they call alter ego. That's how this works. And why do they have to sell their soul to the devil for fame? Because the devil believes that the kind of money and wealth that you are given and fame is not what you should be getting at the age you're getting it. There is something called time. There are people that their time says your billions come at the age of 40. There are people that their time says your billions will arrive at the age of 50, 45, 60. But you want it at the age of 19. You want it at the age of 20, 15, 16. You got to pay a huge price for that. So that's what happens with selling of souls to the devil. Because all the machinery that will spread you around the world and make you famous, everywhere they announce your name, people will like stampede to get there, to touch you, to see you, to watch you. Your stadia all over the world are sold out just for you to perform for a few minutes. Everywhere you walk, people faint. Women take off their bras and panties and throw it at you and like, man, you are on top of the world. The devil says you don't have the capacity to make all of that happen. I do. So I need your soul. I don't even need your money because I'm making the money through you. So what I need is your soul. That's what matters to me, just so that at the end of the day, you end up in hell. That's what the devil is, a soul merchant. That's what he's doing with these people. So it's a I can show you celebrities who choose children drowned in the pool. And many of them were not aware that this was going to happen. Some of them knew it was going to happen. Usually when these sacrifices are made, you are paying for the fame you already have, and you are also paying most of the time for the fame that will happen afterwards. So they explode in so much fame. But even after the explosion, most of them begin to spiral out of control. Psychological problems. They become very depressed. They are no longer themselves anymore. They are a shadow of themselves. So even though opportunities have now increased by virtue of their sacrifice, they can't tap into these opportunities because they have lost something too dear to them. They are also human beings. So that's why they would go for the best thing in your life. Makes sense why they had to take Ifeanyi away. So from everything I've seen, Ifeanyi was their sacrifice. And if David wasn't aware, you need to put him in prayers, because his life after this, doesn't matter how many more children they end up having, his life after this is not going to be very stable. If you follow every single thing that I have documented over the last 15 years on these kinds of situations. Burna Boy got to be careful, because he's another standout star that's gone global right now. All this fame, it comes at a price. Burna, I don't know what kind of advice to give, because what would I say to him? Am I going to tell him to pull back from where he's at? The fame has come. He's there now. But just know that the devil will always come for a pound of his flesh. And in conclusion, what I can tell you is that I personal opinion, believe that Ifeanyi Chukwu was a sacrifice. Thankfully, they took him in his state of innocence. So I know for sure that Ifeanyi is in heaven right now. And that's the only consolation that we can all have. That he's in heaven and he did not taste hell. And I pray that the Most High will continue to rest him, that he will continue to enjoy the beauty of living in eternity in the presence of the maker of heaven and earth.